Hello, my dear shining stars. How are you all? I hope you all are doing very, very well. In our today's session, what we are going to do, we are going to start our chapter number 2. This chapter number 2, the name of this chapter is, first of all, you have to know the tale of Cursed the Dragon. Okay, this chapter is presented in front of us in the form of poem, and the name of this poem is the tale of Custard the Dragon. Okay, in this chapter, my dear student, you are going to see the story of a dragon. Okay, and the name of that dragon is Custard. Okay, first of all, I hope you all know what kind of creature was dragon. Actually, I really don't know. Dragon are myth or some kind of real animals who existed ever in Earth. Okay, dragon are the most popular animal in China. Okay, if I'm not wrong, they are considered as a national animal of China. Okay, so in this chapter you are going to study about this custard the dragon. Okay, now be ready. Those who may not appear courageous on the surface can demonstrate remarkable bravery when the situation demands it. It's yes, absolutely true. You all know, my dear student, among all human beings, there are basically two communities of human beings existed. Some comes under brave category, while some are coward, means they are not brave, they are not able to tackle with the situations. Okay, so my dear student, but it is a wrong saying. Okay, it will be a wrong saying that all persons are remained coward during their entire life. No, it is absolutely wrong. Sometimes those people show so much bravery whom we are considering that you are a coward person. Okay, maybe some point of time they show great bravery which a brave person is not able to show. Okay, this poem is characterized by its playful and imaginative language, and it introduces a fantastical world. Belinda lived in a little white house. Actually, in this chapter, my dear student, you are going to see an imaginative world, okay, which is full of fantasies. Okay, so this poem starts with Belinda named girl. Okay, she used to live in his white little house along with his pets. Now we are going to see. With a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. So Belinda used to live in his little house along with his army of pets. Okay, and in his army of pets, she have a black kitten, a little black kitten. Kitten means what? The child of cat. Okay, and a grey mouse, as well as she have a yellow colored dog, and she has a little wagon. Wagon means, here you can see snake. Okay, little snake, and a pet dragon. Really or truly means a term used for calling dragons. Okay, so here you can see this is the army of Belinda's. Okay, this is the pet army of Belinda. Okay, now in the next paragraph, what poet is trying to say? Now, the name of the little black kitten was Ink. Okay, so my dear student, we have seen how many types of animals are presented in the house of Belinda. Okay, so the little black kitten name was Ink. Okay, so the kitten's name was Ink. Okay, mouse name was Blink, and the little grey mouse, she called her Blink. Okay, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. Okay, and the name of his pet dog was Mustard. But the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Okay, but you know, her dragon was very coward. Yeah, he was not so much brave. That's why she called him Custard. Okay, so here you can see what is the name of the kitten. What is the name of the kitten? Ink. Okay, the name of mouse is Blink, and the name of dog was Mustard. Okay, and the dragon was very coward. Okay, that's why Belinda used to call him as a Custard. Okay, now Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath. Okay, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and really or truly or daggers on his toes. So here, my dear student, you can see in this paragraph, we can see the description of dragon. Okay, here you can see Custard the dragon. Okay, so here you can see the Custard the dragon has a very sharp teeth. Okay, have a very big sharp teeth. Okay, and he have a spikes on the top of him. Okay, and scales. Okay, and scales are drawn in his underneath. Okay, and he also have a mouth. Okay, he also have a mouth through which he can blow fire. Okay, and his nose appears as a chimney. Okay, and he has really or truly or daggers, means he have a very sharp pointed things on his toes. Okay, here you can see, my dear student, this one. Okay, now Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers. Okay, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in the rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe keys. So here you can see, my dear student, Belinda. Belinda was a very brave child. Okay, he was a very brave child. Okay, Belinda was a very brave child. Okay, she appears as a bear, means bears are very brave animals. Okay, so Belinda was very brave child. Okay, and Ink and Blink was Ink. Okay, the name of this kitten was Ink, and Blink was Blink mouse. Okay, so Ink and Blink. Okay, so this pair of rat and mouse, they chase each other like lions are chasing them. Okay, just like lion is chasing for his prey. Okay, similarly these two creatures chase each other. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in the rage. Okay, and Mustard, the dog, was very much brave. Was a very brave creature. Okay, and Mustard was compared with tiger. But Custard cried for a nice safe cage. But Custard, what about Custard? Custard was continuously seeking safer place for his safety. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmercifully. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the red little wagon at the really or truly or cowardly dragon. Okay, even Belinda used to trickle dragon. Okay, means Belinda used to trickle his pet dragon. Okay, unmercifully. Okay, she didn't hesitate to trickle him. Okay, even Ink, Blink, and Mustard. Okay, this pair of cat and rat, okay, and dog, they both of them, along with Mustard the dog, they all talk. Okay, they all talk in a very rude way with Custard. Who was Custard? The dragon. Okay, even they all sat. Okay, they all sat together and they started laughing on this dragon. Now Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said "Wick," which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. So here you can see, my dear student, Belinda started giggling. Okay, when Belinda started giggling when she was taking the tour of her house. Okay, and Blink said "Wick." Okay, and the mouse, the name of that mouse is Blink. Okay, she used to say "Wick." Okay, and the cat and dog, okay, they asked in a very rude way, what is the age of your dragon? Can you please tell us what is your age? But in a very rude tone. Okay, whenever this little creature, this little dragon used to ask for them, can you please tell me where should I hide, which is the safer place? Okay, so in this way, my dear student, you can see Belinda, Blink, Ink, and Mustard continuously making a joke of the dragon. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meouch! Cried Ink, and oh! Cried Belinda. But there was a pirate climbing in the window. Okay, now you can see one day when they are making a joke, when they are laughing on Custard the dragon, immediately at that time, all of them heard a sound. Okay, and dog, the Mustard, the dog, immediately started looking here and there. Okay, Ink, the cat, said meow. Okay, and Belinda said oh. Okay, in a very shocking way. And why they are saying meow and oh? Because they saw that a pirate. Okay, they saw that a pirate is climbing with the help of the window. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was out. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Okay, so here you can see, my dear student, this is a picture of, yeah, here you can see this is a picture of the pirate. Okay, so this pirate is holding pistols in his both hands, and in his mouth he was holding a knife. Okay, his beard appeared as black in color, and his one leg was lost. Okay, his one leg was made up of wood, and by looking at his appearance, it appeared that this pirate is no good. Okay, means this pirate is evil in nature. Belinda paled, and she cried, "Help, help!" But Master fled with a terrified yelp. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little Mouse blinked strategically mousehold. Okay, immediately witnessing this ferocious appearance of this pirate, Belinda started shouting, "Help! Somebody help me!" Okay, and immediately at that time, her pet dog, her pet mouse, her pet cat immediately fled from that area. Okay, they take their safer places because they want to protect first of all themselves. Okay, not Belinda. Okay, but as jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, crashed his tail like irons in a dungoon, with a clatter and a clank and a jangling scream. He went into the pirate like a robin at the bomb. Okay, but when Belinda was seeking help, okay, at that time, cat, dog, mouse, they immediately took their shelter in their respected homes and left Belinda in the middle of the danger. And at that time, nobody is going to help Belinda. But here comes our hero. Was our hero this Custard the dragon? Okay, immediately he came by snarling his tail here and there. Okay, he attacked. Immediately he attacked on this pirate. The pirate gave at Belinda's dragon and gurgled some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Okay, and when this pirate saw this dragon is going to attack on me, immediately this pirate fired 2 bullets in the direction of Belinda, but neither of the bullets hit Belinda. Okay, because this dragon protected Belinda. Belinda embraced him, mustard-legged him. No one mourned for his private pirate victim. Ink and blink in glee did Garrett around the dragon that ate the pirate. Okay, when this pirate was dead because dragon ate this pirate. Okay, so when that pirate was dead, immediately Belinda, hugged dragon. Okay, Mustard started licking the feet of this dragon. Okay, and you know what? All of them enjoying their moment. Okay, no one is going to mourn on the death of that pirate. But presently, up spoke little dog Mustard. "I have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered." And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. "We have been there 3 times as brave we think." And Custard said, "I quite agree that everyone is braver than me." Okay, so you know what, my dear students, when they enjoyed their little moment of joy, when they enjoyed their little moment of success, now all of them started praising themselves. All of them started praising themselves, like Ink, the cat, Blink the mouse, Mustard the cat was saying, "Okay, no problem. If we are also in place of this dragon, we are also going to show our bravery skills." Okay, and as usual, like all the time, this dragon was stayed quiet, and he accepted that yes, you all are right. I'm a coward. Okay, I'm not so brave, and I accept my defeat. I accept that you all are brave except me. Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her really truly little pet dragon. Okay, and after this incident, Belinda still used to live in his house along with his Ink, means black little kitten, along with her grey mouse and along with her dog, and last but not the least, along with her dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in the rage, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe cage. Okay, so here you can see, my dear student, Belinda still used to live in her house. Still she is very brave. Okay, still she is very brave. The cat, mouse, dog, all are brave. And still now, till now, the dragon, the Custard dragon, is still seeking safer place to hide himself in Belinda's house. This poem is written by my dear student Ogden Nash. Okay, my dear student, now come with me and let's see the word meanings which we have seen in this chapter. Really or truly means imaginary or fanciful terms emphasizing the fantastical nature of the dragon and other elements in the poem. Okay, really or truly means the words which is used to describe dragon. Percival, a name used humorously for the dragon. Percival means a joke name. Okay, usually people use this kind of names to tease dragons. In this chapter you can see Percival used by Ink the cat, Blink the mouse, and Mustard the dog for teasing this Custard the dragon. Dagger, sharp pointed knives. Dagger means what? Pointed knives. Unmerciful, without mercy or pity. Unmerciful, whenever you are not going to show any kind of mercy. Strategically, mouse hold, cleverly found in a hiding place. Strategically, mouse hold means whenever you found something is hidden from you. Gyrate, to move or spin in a circular motion. Gyrate means whenever you see anything which is moving in a circular motion. Flagon, a large container for holding liquids. Flagon means a container which is used to hold a large amount of liquid materials. Gurgled, swallowed harshly or greedily. Gurgled means whenever you swallow something in greedily or in a very harshly state. Clatter, a loud, sharp noise often associated with the striking of metal objects together. Flustered, agitated, confused, or in a state of nervousness. Flustered means whenever you are feeling nervous. Okay? Okay, my dear students, this is all in this chapter. So you can see this poem gives us a very good moral lessons. Okay, you can see in this chapter, the real courage, the real bravery is shown by dragon at the time of emergency, at the time of danger. Okay, but still, he stood very firm. Okay, still he was considering himself that yes, I'm not worthy. Okay, I'm not brave. Okay, but in reality, he was brave. Okay. Okay, my dear students, I hope you all got a very good understanding of this poem. Now what you have to do, just go thoroughly through this poem and complete all the exercise based on this poem. Okay. Now I'm taking leave and going to meet with you all in our next class with a new chapter or maybe a new poem. Okay. Till then, my dear students, you have to take very good care of yourself. Bye.